Oh hi, I'm Drew Lee and welcome to my channel Amputee Lee. This video is a tester of Sid and Amputee Lee's podcast. We wanted to throw some ideas about, just see how the flow was going, what kind of direction we're feeling. We think it's going to work. We just wanted to laugh. We still want to laugh. But we want to make sure that everything's right before we put the proper pilot out. So this is a tester. So enjoy. All the best. Oh, hi, I'm Drew Lee.
And I'm Sid.
And welcome to our podcast, Carry On.
Let's get started.
Let's go. Hello and welcome to our first podcast called Carry On. So I'm Drew Lee and this is Sid. Sid is my dad and we have decided to do a podcast together. We're going to be talking about different conversations, different topics, just going to be very light-hearted, very chilled, just very whatever. This podcast, we wanted to just give a very brief introduction of ourselves, how we've come across and why we've wanted to do this podcast and what the podcast is going to entail, really. So you know what you're in for. I think you're going to be in for a good time. Definitely going to have a laugh. And it's going to be light-hearted, isn't it?
Yeah, this is just a light-hearted, funny type of conversations, really. Very light-hearted.
So, Dad, why don't you start off with introducing yourself to everyone?
Hello, my name's Sid. Well, it's Sid on here, but my real name's Lee. I've come to the decision that I'm moving in with my son, who's got a disability of only having one leg, which is a disability, I suppose. And plus his mental health, really. His mental health is shot at sometimes, and that's what. To tell you the truth, I'm fed up with the late phone calls. To tell you the truth, so living together, you can just shout down the stairs.
You and half chat a load of old shit.
Mum, I'm just fucking putting it what's going on. Right. Also, I've not been a well person. I've had my illnesses in the past. Over the last 20 years, 3 heart attacks, 2 stents. Absolutely fine. Then I've got a blood clot in the aorta. Absolutely. Aorta. Got the blood clot in the aorta after loads of tests and all that. Nearly died 3 times, in my opinion, but he won't fucking admit to that. And now they've found an aneurysm in the aorta, which a lot of medical people tell me is a time bomb. But there it is, and there you go. But you just got to get on with it. Tell you the truth.
Well, because of that, you can't work full time anymore.
No, I've gone on doing a bit of part time where I work, which they've really been good to me as it happens. Do 5 hours a day, no lifting and all that, just in case it ruptures. If it ruptures, I'm in a lot of trouble. So yeah, I'm doing 5 hours a day. It's nice at my time of life to do that, and moving in with Drew is going to be easier because really I can take it or leave it to go to work. But I've worked since I was 15 and a half, so work's in my genes, I suppose, and I do like work. I do like the social side of the works, and the lots of friends and all that, you know. And you get something to get up for in the morning, you know.
Well, what you just mentioned that the people don't know at the moment that are listening is that we are moving in together. So I'm going to quickly introduce myself. I'm Drew Lee. I'm Sid Lee's son, and Sid is a very good nickname for him. We've always called each other Sid since I was a kid. Recently, just before the COVID, I broke my leg severely and I ended up having to have my leg amputated. Now, there's going to be many videos down the line of talking about disabilities, talking about amputations, mental health, physical health, about what's gone on with me, what's gone on with my dad. There's going to be lots of different podcasts talking about all of that, just to let everyone know. But the reason why my dad's mentioned that he's moving in with me is My dad can't work full time anymore. I am an amputee. I'm currently living on my own. My dad's pretty much living on his own, and he's not able to work full time. So we have decided to move in together. We are hoping, we're still in the midst of moving. We're going to be moving into a large townhouse. So he's pretty much got his own apartment on the ground floor.
Fucking apartment. It's in the fucking basement, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll fucking chuck you in the basement, you arsehole.
In the fucking basement.
Well, I'm up at the top with me office and me bedroom and the spare bedroom for guests. And then in the middle, that's where me and my dad's going to meet. And when we finally move in together, that is where we'll do our podcast. And we have a lot of very good ideas that we want to talk about on this podcast. There's, we want to word vomit it all, but
when you're going to mention we've got to get the fireman's pole put in the house because you won't be able to make it down the stairs.
Dad, that's wicked.
No, it ain't. It's the fucking truth. I've told you we've got to get a plan B.
If there's a fire and I'm on the top floor, we already said we're going to buy one of those plastic sledges that the kids have. And I'm just going to slide down it, or I'm just going to jump out of the fucking... No, we're going to get one of those ladders, aren't we, that I can climb
Oh,
back.
that'd be great. Well, have you ever gone down a ladder with one leg?
Dad, I can just about make a fucking cup of coffee.
Told you. I know a geezer... Who's that? Oh, it's me hand. I told you, I know a geezer on the cheek, put a fireman's pole in it. All you do is you slide from top to bottom in about 2 seconds.
Where are you going to fucking put it?
Put it outside the window.
You're an arsehole. You're an arsehole.
I didn't think of that because there's no room, is it? Really?
No.
All right, we have to sort it out because so I'll be down there, I'll be downstairs. They very rarely, well, they do half the time. You get a, God forbid, there's a fire. They usually start downstairs. So
you'll be out like a shot.
I'll be the first there, but obviously I'll
still be on my computer working, fucking typing away, and you'll be fucking burning up a cheese toastie, and I'll be fucking burnt alive. You're an arsehole.
No, not really. I'd have to go. Obviously, I'd have to shoot upstairs at the speed of light and try and get you out.
Well, if anything, that's another reason why we're living in a townhouse, is so I can put my leg on. I'll have my leg on a lot more. I'll be a lot more active.
Well, you won't be putting it on when you're a fucking kip, will you? You won't have it on when you're a kip, unless you have it on standby. You can have it on standby, especially if you get the electric one. You got to be on standby, won't it?
Dad, the top floor ain't that big. It ain't like it's fucking penthouse. I've got a bedroom, a bathroom, and an office.
Yeah, I've got I've got a fucking bedroom, shower room, and a fucking garage.
No, you've also got the washing machine and to turn into a mini kitchen, which also everyone's going to be seeing that. There'll be, just to let everyone know that in the coming weeks, we're going to be having a new TikTok page, YouTube page. That's all going to be updated, but we'll keep you updated with all of that in the next coming episodes and podcasts. So just to give you an update, we're going to be keeping track of us first moving in and just having a laugh, taking the piss.
You got a script there?
No.
You keep fucking looking down. What are you fucking looking down? Were you counting your money or something?
No, it's me leg.
Oh, I do apologise. I'm fucking old.
Me leg's in pain, you arsehole.
Oh, I do apologise. Ooh,
drama.
So hopefully in the next month or so, we will be taking that journey, moving with each other.
It will be a fucking journey and a half.
Yeah, without a doubt. Obviously, time is not.
You're moving out of your comfort zone, though, aren't you? Really? Well, we both are. Because I've lived on my own for 5 years. You've lived on your own.
Well, on and off, I'm living on my own. I mean, I've had all the children stay here. I've had my dad here for 5 years, which wasn't a very good experience. We have to go through that another time, but and explain explain to you why it wasn't a good experience. And dementia was one of them. And that's a topic on its own. That can be funny and it can be very sad.
Yeah.
The funny side of it is funny, but you got to look at it like that. Otherwise, you'll cry all day long. But
definitely.
But that is a topic which I did go through, and some of the things which happened was very sad, was hilarious, and was very concerning. So that's another topic which you can go on, and it's not a light-hearted subject for many people. But when you say, well, like you're all right, and you don't get no answer, and then about 5 minutes later, how you doing? How you going? You all right? And you oh, for fuck's sake, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
I think everyone who goes through that, looking after a parent with that, will tell you the stories, the funny sides, and the very sad sides.
So yeah, we do have a lot of, just to let everyone know that's listening, we do have a lot of topics that are heavy, but myself and Sid, we try to make light of it, because at the end of the day, I think the message is, with the point of this podcast is, you've got to make light of situations that are heavy. Otherwise, you are going to drown and you're going to suffer. And we want to talk about these situations. We want to talk about all these different subjects. My dad's mentioned the dementia. I've mentioned about my amputation. And just in general, there's going to be so many random topics that we're going to be talking about.
Also, I've been hospitalised a lot recently, and I've been hospitalised in hospital. Hospitalised, right? Listen, I can't say certain words because of my tooth. In America, I was in hospital in obviously over here many times, and I'd also go over the times when I was in there, the difference of what you get in treatment wise over there and over here, and you'd be surprised. You only get what you pay for. But really, I don't really want to go on. I don't put anyone down like that.
But then, which we're going to be discussing in other podcasts, with the treatment that I've had with my leg and my issue, there's been times where it's been amazing, so this is something that I'm really excited about this podcast, because I've been for the last year and a half, I've been on social media, not that I'm like an influencer or anything like that, just been posting videos, and I've had a small group of people that have enjoyed my videos, watched my updates and stuff. But that's just, for me, I'm just one point of view. I'm just one person talking about my experience. It'd be good for you to talk, about your experience.
Of course, but when you say influencer, influence what? Influence people in doing what?
I'm not an influencer. I don't want to.
I've sort of agreed with the fucking hand up the back to do this, to make light-hearted things, to make people think, look, it's nothing. It's just,
I don't want to portray myself as an influencer. The only thing that I want to influence is a positive mental attitude and positive energy. That's the only influence out of anything that I want to portray, and me and you.
You've read that out of a fucking book.
I've not, Dad.
You've read that out of a fucking book. I'm trying to just let the people know that,
that's the only reason why I've done all of my videos. I've done all of this. You're such a No, I've not read it out of a script.
Out of a book, not a script, out of a bit. Like Dr. Hillary or something like that.
You're horrible. Horrible.
Well, I've never heard you come out with them sort of sentences. No, I'm fucking telling the truth.
No, I have always come out with those sort of sentences. I've always said to you that I've wanted to do my podcast. I've always wanted to do a podcast. And me and you, we've spoken about this for probably about 6 months of setting this up and doing it. It's just not been the right time to do it. You've been sick with your aneurysm in your aorta. You know, you almost killed over. You know,
three times. Don't worry about that.
Almost,
don't worry about that. They took me out of the ambulance there. They was touch and go.
Almost dead on me couch.
It was fucking touch and go.
You was fucking curled up like a fucking prune.
All I can remember is you fucking steaming about with the fucking on the fucking wheelchair. Ooh, because you just fucking call ambulance about all.
I did call the ambulance, you
yes,
arsehole.
I know. In the end.
The hurtful words in the end. Hurtful words. I'll remember this in the will.
What will? I ain't got fuck all now.
But yeah, we're very excited to do this podcast. It's just, this is pretty much how it's going to be.
Fuck hell. Like my shoulders, they just keep going, don't they?
Dad, you look like
my arms? Where's my arms gone?
You look like a bodybuilder.
I know. Don't worry about that. I've still got the dumbbells. Don't worry about all that.
You need to be on YouTube to see what he's talking about when he's talking about his arms for the people that are just listening. But me and my dad, this is basically how we are. We're just very relaxed. We just have a chat. We're very open, me and my dad. There's no real secrets, really. I mean, I don't know what secrets my dad's keeping, but I'm sure they'll all be revealed once he's moved in with me.
Fucking hell. I know what, I'm going to get a safe for down there. I know that.
Ooh. But yeah, this is I think it's going to be a very chilled out podcast. This is also going to be put on YouTube on the Andrew Lee page, and I'll put a link in the podcast for everyone to, you know, be able to see the video, listen to the podcast, and I'm going to make sure that this tries to get out to as many people as possible. And we're not going to do very long podcasts. The first ones may be a bit long. We've got a couple of people that are already going to be guests on our podcasts.
Yeah.
What?
I forgot to tell you, I was in work today, and there's a Chinaman.
Dad, I'm talking about the fucking podcast.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, you just jogged me memory. I was in work today, and there's a Chinaman works in there, and there's a lot of people working there, different nationalities. And he looked sad. I said, "What's up?" And he said, "Hey, I asked my wife for 69 last night, and she said to me, it's a bit late cooking this time of night."
That's terrible.
I know, it was in the fucking.
It's going to get cancelled.
I don't even know. I don't even know what fucking language that was. No, it's true story. True. There you go.
See, this is what I'm going to have to put up with. So this is basically what is going to be our podcast. We're going to be talking about lots of different conversations, light-hearted, heavy conversations, light-hearted. Some of them are just going to be a load of old shit, but some of them are going to be, you know, very important topics to us. And we hope that you will be with us on our journey. So, yeah, welcome to Carry On. You can.
That's all.
Okay. We're going to go now, guys. So, all the best.
Laters.
Bye.